Come to standing at the top of your mat, feet hip width apart, and take a few shoulder rolls. Inhale the shoulders to the ears, exhale to relax them down and back. Breathe in, shrug up, breathe out, shoulder blades down and back. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, gaze up past the fingertips. Exhale, slide your right hand down the side body as you reach up and over through the left fingertips, keeping grounded through the left edge of the foot, pressing outward through the left hip, breathing into the ribs, the shoulder. Inhale back through to center, reach both arms up. Exhale, slide the left hand down the side body, reach up and over through the right fingertips, ground through the right foot. Make an arc through the right side body, taking several deep breaths to expand from hip to shoulder. Inhale, both arms extend up and overhead. Exhale, cactus the elbows apart, open up through your heart and chest center, eventually bringing the hands to clasp all the way behind you at your low back body. Take a breath in, lift again through heart, gaze up, shoulders down and back. Take as deep of a back bend as feels good in your body before you exhale to hinge at the hips and fold forward, chest over thighs. Let the chin drop in towards the chest. Gently release the hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine from tail to crown. Exhale, plant your palms, step your feet back, settle into the top of your push-up plank pose, shoulders over wrist, hips in line, heels to shoulders. Take one more breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows close to the ribs as you lower all the way down, belly to the earth. Keep the palms right beside the shoulders, elbows in line with the shoulder heads. Plant the top of your feet. Inhale, lengthen your heart, your head forward into baby cobra. Exhale, lower back into a neutral spine. Press into your palms up to tabletop, tuck the toes, and send your hips all the way up and back to downward facing dog. Take several deep breaths, bend one knee at a time, or drop one heel at a time to stretch into the backs of the legs. Eventually finding a centering with both hips lifted up and back. Inhale, gaze forward, softly bend both knees. Exhale, step or walk your feet to the top of your space. Breathe in, halfway lift, long spine, hands to shins or to the earth. Exhale, forward fold, chin to chest. Press to the feet as you inhale, rise all the way back up, stretch the arms above you. And begin again, exhale, drop the right arm alongside you, lift up and over through the left fingertips. Taking several deep breaths into your standing side bend. Eventually inhale, both arms back up through center, and exhale to switch. Left arm drapes down, right arm reaches up and over, remembering the long line from foot through fingertips. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, cactus the elbows as you gently bring the hands eventually to clasp at the low back body behind you. Take another breath in, roll the shoulders down and back, open through the heart, take a baby or a big back bend. Eventually exhale to hinge at the hips and fold forward with the bind in the arms. The base of the exhale, release your hands gently to the earth or to the shins as you inhale, lift and lengthen halfway, long spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step your feet back to the top of your push-up, and in one fluid motion, bend the elbows to lower all the way to your belly. Plant the tops of your feet, inhale, thread the heart and the head forward, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, lower to a neutral spine, and either press up through tabletop to down dog or all the way up into downward facing dog with core strength, taking several deep breaths, stretching through the hips, through the shoulders. Inhale, take your gaze forward, soft bend in the knees. Exhale, step or walk your feet again to the top of your space. Breathe in, lift and lengthen. Breathe out, fold in deeper. Inhale, root to rise, stretch the arms above you, stand all the way up. And exhale, drop the right hand, reach up and over through the left. You might decide to keep moving one breath per movement now as you inhale back through center. And exhale up and over to the left. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, clasp the hands at your low back body. Take the breath in to lift and lengthen through the heart, gaze up. Breath out, hinge at the hips, fold in half. Release your hands, breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back and flow to the earth, lower the belly. Inhale, baby cobra, lift head and heart. Exhale, tuck the toes, travel through your tabletop or press all the way up and back to downward facing dog. Pausing here for several deep breaths. Inhale, gaze forward, prepare. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Breathe in, root to rise, stand tall. And trust your own breath and rhythm these last 2 rounds through sun salutation, letter A, using the exhales to side bend, the inhales to lift and lengthen. Remembering to clasp the hands open through the heart before you fold, and continue to flow one breath at a time to your downward facing dog. Allow yourself to finish at your own breath and pace into downward facing dog. Meeting there with breath, taking a few deep breaths. And when you inhale to gaze forward, soft bend in the knees. This time exhale, step your left foot outside the left hand, right foot outside the right. Bend your knees, sink your hips, bring your hands to heart center in Malasana squat. Just take a few deep breaths to explore sensation in your hip. And then drop the left palm to the earth. Inhale, reach the right arm skyward, opening your heart to the right and towards the ceiling as you gaze up past the right hand. Exhale, bring the right palm to the floor as you inhale. Extend the left fingertips skyward, gaze to follow, open through shoulder and chest. With your next exhale breath, drop the left hand down, send the hips skyward as you stretch and straighten the legs to fold, heel toe the feet in closer. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, plant your palms. Step your left foot to the back, coming into a low lunge on the right side. Keep a bend strong in your right knee over the ankle. And then inhale, stretch your arms both up towards the sky in a crescent lunge. Keep the shoulders down and back. You can take your gaze up past the fingertips. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, pivot the back heel down, open the arms apart, right arm forward, left arm back. Keep the lunge strong in your right thigh as you come into warrior two. Gaze past the right fingertips. And then exhale, bring the hands to clasp at the low back. Inhale, puff up through heart and chest, gaze up. Exhale, bow the right shoulder inside the right thigh. Let the crown drop towards the floor, chin to chest. Humble warrior. Keep the bind in the arms as you continue to stretch through chest. One more breath in. Exhale, release, hands either side of the right foot. Step the left foot forward slightly. Lengthen the heart forward and then fold over your straightening right thigh, pyramid stretch. Keep the right hip moving back in space, left drawing forward to deepen the stretch through both hamstrings. Then exhale, bend both knees as if you were a runner at the beginning of a race, allowing the palms to drop towards the floor. Press into them as you step both feet back into downward facing dog. With your next inhale breath, extend your right heel skyward into three-legged down dog. Exhale, bend your knees, stack hip on hip, opening into a scorpion twist. Breathe in to re-extend, heel to sky, square your hips towards the floor. Breathe out, step your right foot forward to meet both hands, and then travel the left foot forward to meet both hands at the top of your mat. Take a half lift, inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, step your right foot back, coming into a lunge onto the other side. Press through both feet. As you inhale, reach arms up to the sky, crescent lunge, shoulders relaxed, inner thighs spiraling in to stabilize. Spread the mat with the strength of your legs. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, pivot the back heel down, open the arms apart into warrior two. Lunge strongly into your left thigh, gaze past the left fingertips. And with an exhale breath, bind the hands at your low back body. Breathe in, lift up through heart, gaze up. Breathe out, bow the left shoulder inside the left thigh. Let the crown drop towards the floor, bowing into your humble warrior. Taking several deep breaths, until with an exhale breath, you release palms either side of the left foot. Step right foot forward slightly. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the heart. Exhale, bow over your straightening left thigh. Squaring hips, right hip coming forward, left traveling back in your pyramid pose. Then with an exhale, bend both knees, lifting up through heart and chest. Plant palms, step both feet back, travel to downward facing dog. With the next inhale, stretch your left heel skyward, three-legged downward dog. Exhale, bend your knees, stack open through the hips, scorpion twist. Inhale, re-extend through your heel, flex the toes in towards your body. Exhale, step the foot forward, and step the right foot forward to meet both hands, top of your mat. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, heel toe the feet apart, bend your knees, sink your hips, bring hands to heart center, Malasana. Inhale, lift the right arm up to the sky. This time, as you exhale, bend the elbow behind the low back, bend the left elbow around the shin to clasp both hands into a bind. Release to switch. Right palm to mat, left arm skyward. Option again to bind the hands. Right arm around the right shin, left hand behind the low back. And then release into your fold, heel toeing the feet in close. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, step the left foot back. Lunge strongly into the right thigh as you inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, back heel to the earth. Stretch the arms out into warrior two, bringing them to bind at the low back. Inhale, lift through the heart, and exhale, bow into humble warrior pose. Release your hands at the base of the exhale. Step the left foot in slightly. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold over your straightened right thigh. Bend the knees at the base of the exhale to plant the hands and step back to down dog. Inhale, reach your right heel skyward. Exhale, bend and stack open to twist. Inhale, re-extend through the heel. Exhale, step forward, both feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, arms to ceiling. Exhale, back heel grounds, arms reach apart, warrior two. Clasp at the low back. Inhale, puff up through heart and chest. Exhale, bow the shoulder inside, left thigh. Release your hands to the earth. Step the right foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold into pyramid pose, eventually bending both knees to plant palms and step your feet into downward dog. Inhale, left heel rises. Exhale, bend and stack open. Breathe in, re-extend. Breathe out, step forward, one leg at a time to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, heel toe the feet apart, sink into your Malasana squat. Breathe in, right arm to the sky. Again, option here to bind or stay for the exhale. Inhale, unwind, stretch the left arm skyward, stay for the exhale or with the bind. Releasing back into center, heel toe the feet in as you stretch the legs. Half lift to plant the palms and step the left foot back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Breathe in, lift up through the heart center. Breathe out with bound hands, bow inside the right thigh. Release your hands to the earth, step left foot in. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, fold into pyramid. Bending both knees to plant the palms, step your feet back into downward dog. Inhaling your right heel skyward. Exhale, open the right side body. Inhale, re-extend, and exhale, step forward one leg at a time to the top of your mat. Half lift before stepping the right foot back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in to lift the heart, preparing for humble warrior. Exhale to bow. Release hands to earth, step the right foot in, inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold in. Bend both knees, plant both hands, step back to downward facing dog, and inhale your left heel to the sky. Exhale, scorpion twist. Breathe in, re-extend, breathe out, step forward, and take yourself through one more full round from the beginning, starting with Malasana squat and the twists. After the twist to each side, you'll fold through center before starting the lunge sequence with the right foot staying forward, lengthening before stepping the left foot back. Moving one breath in and out, crescent lunge to warrior two, preparing for humble warrior before you bow. Lifting and lengthening to set up your pyramid stretch. Folding in as you exhale, bending the knees to plant, moving to downward facing dog. You'll kick the right leg high, open to twist. Re-extend to step forward before beginning again through to the other side. Completing the sequence through, the left foot stays forward, right foot steps back, crescent to warrior two. Humble to pyramid pose. Make your way to downward dog. One last time, you'll kick the left heel high. Taking your time to travel again to the top of your space, meeting in a forward fold. And you can take several breaths here, finding any organic movement that calls to you as you realign, reconnect to your inhales, exhales. Eventually, step the right foot back. Pivot the heels down as you sweep the arms up and face the wide edge of your mat. Sink low into your hips, hands through heart, finding a wide-legged squat. And maybe you have a different variation calling to you, reaching the arms apart. Maybe you want to place your hands inside the inner thighs and take a few breaths to dip one shoulder to center at a time to stretch deeper into the hips. Eventually making your way back into the center squat, any hand variation here. And then lift one heel at a time, keeping the hips low, the heart high. Maybe both heels lifting these last few breaths. Plant the feet, fold forward, wide-legged fold. Maybe lengthen the spine, deepen the stretch. You can grasp your ankles or toes or walk the hands behind you. Eventually walk the hands to the left foot, step left foot to meet the right. Realign shoulders over wrist into your plank pose. Fire up your core, fire up your breath. Now pivot the left edge of your foot to the mat, inhaling your right arm skyward into a side plank. Option here to take any variation, maybe a side tree, with the right foot stepping inside, left thigh or calf. Keep your heart lifting up towards the ceiling. Gaze can be grounded or towards the ceiling. Take one more breath in. Exhale through center and then come onto the knife edge of the right foot and switch sides. Peel the left arm up. Option to take a variation, maybe planting the left foot inside right thigh or calf like a tree pose on its side. Take these last couple breaths. Lift up through the heart. Maybe take your gaze up here. One last inhale. And exhale through center plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows close to the ribs as you lower halfway down. Come to the tops of the feet. Inhale, straighten the arms. Lift up your heart, upward dog. Exhale, curl the toes, send the hips back to downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch the right heel skyward. Exhale, step forward into a lunge. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Clasp the hands just as before. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Exhale, bow to the inside of the right thigh. This time, release your hands to the mat. Keep the left hand inside the right foot and peel your right arm skyward. Take a couple breaths in a dragonfly twist, gazing up past the right hand. Your next exhale breath, float the right fingertips in front of your right toes. Shift the weight off the back foot as you peel the left arm and leg up to the sky, half moon. Take a deep breath in your balance. Deep breath out. Take a step to the back of the mat. Peel open, wide edge of your space as you breathe in. Exhale, take a side squat to your left heel. Maybe the right toes pop up as you come into Skandasana, the side lunge, hands to heart. One more full breath in. Exhale, pivot all the way over your left foot. Ground the back right knee. Inhale, sweep your right arm up to the sky. Let your left hand drape down the back right leg as you gaze past the left shoulder, or maybe up towards the right hand. One more breath in. As you exhale, tuck the back toes to launch off the back foot. Sweep the arms to the back of the room. Take a full breath leading through the heart in Warrior 3. Exhale, step both feet to the back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift up hard, upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips back, downward dog. Inhale, extend the left heel high. Exhale, step into your lunge. Breathe in to rise up. Breathe out, open, Warrior 2. Clasp the hands at the low back. Inhale, lift through heart center. Exhale, bow to humble warrior. Release the right hand inside the left foot. Inhale to reach the left arm up into your dragonfly twist. Gaze can follow the left hand. This first time through, a couple of extra breaths. And with your next exhale, float the left hand forward, lift the right foot, the right hand up to the sky. Finding your balance, gaze can be down to ground or up to challenge. One more inhale deep. Exhale, take a big step to the back of the mat, peeling open to the wide edge as you inhale into starfish. Exhale, sink your hips to your right heel, hands through heart, maybe the left toes pop up, Skandasana squat. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, pivot all the way over the right foot, ground the back knee down gently. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up, keeping the left arm extended, right hand eventually draping down the back thigh, gazing past the right shoulder up to the left hand. Breathe in deeply. Exhale, windmill the arms down alongside the ribs as you launch off the back foot, heart leading forward. Take a full deep breath in, Warrior 3. Exhale to step back, plant both palms, and Chaturanga Dandasana, lower. Breathe in, lift the heart. Breathe out, lift the hips. Inhale, right heel rises. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, Warrior 2. Clasp the hands, inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, bow inside. Inhale, peel open in a dragonfly twist, right arm to the sky. Exhale, float the right hand forward, lift left arm, left leg to the sky in a breath in half moon. Exhale, step back, breathe in, reach. Breathe out, sink hips to left heel, Skandasana, and pivot over that side. Drop the back knee, inhale, reach the right arm skyward. Exhale, launch off the right set of toes. Let the heart lead for a breath in, Warrior 3. Breath out, step back, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel rises. Exhale, step into your lunge. Breathe in to rise. Breathe out to open. Prepare for humble warrior. Take a breath in. And exhale, bow in. Inhale, dragonfly twist. Sweep the left arm skyward. Exhale, launch into half moon. Left arm low, right arm, right leg reaching for a full inhale. Exhale, big step. Inhale, peel to star. Exhale, shift your hips to your right heel, hands to heart. Keep pivoting over the right leg. Inhale, lift the left arm up as you ground the back knee. Exhale, launch off the back set of toes. Let the heart lead for a breath in Warrior 3. Breath out, step back. Chaturanga Dandasana, flow through one breath at a time to downward dog. Continuing with the flow, inhale the right heel. Exhale, step. Rise up, crescent, open Warrior 2. Breathe in, heart lifts before you breathe out to bow. Inhale, dragonfly twist. Moving into your half moon balance. Exhale to get there, stay for the breath in to reach. Exhale, big step back before you peel open, full breath in star. Skandasana to the left heel, pivot over that foot, drop the back knee, inhale your right arm to the sky. Exhale, launch Warrior 3, a full breath in before you step back to flow through. When you face the back of your mat, you'll remember to lift your left leg high and start again, step it through. Rise up, high crescent, opened, Warrior 2. Take your humble warrior one breath at a time. And you'll open with an inhale breath to dragonfly twist. Launch into your half moon balance, staying for the breath in before you take the big step back and peel open to star. Shift the hips to the right heel before you pivot all the way over that foot. Inhale the left arm skyward. Exhale, launch into the balance, stay for the full breath in, and step back, flow through your vinyasa. And as the hips rise one more time, lift the right heel up. Step it through. Crescent lunge to warrior two. Humble warrior, opening into dragonfly twist. Take a lift into half moon. Stay for the breath in before you step back. Peel open and shift over the left heel. Continue to pivot. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Launch off the back foot. Take a full breath in, warrior three once you arrive, and then step back, flow through your vinyasa to downward dog. And one last time, inhale your left heel up, step it through. Rise up and open. Clasp the hands, heart lifts. Bow. Open the left arm to twist. And then float the left hand down, half moon, right limbs reaching. Big step to the back, starfish. Sink the hips to the right heel. Pivot to drop the back knee, lift the left arm skyward. Launch into your balance, heart leading. Step back, plant the hands, flow through to downward facing dog. Once there, give yourself a few steadying breaths in and out through the nose. Inhale your right heel to the sky. Exhale, step forward, ground the back heel. Bring your right hand inside the right foot and peel the left arm up into side angle lunge. Drop the right tricep inside the inner thigh, so much so you can bend the right elbow underneath as you bend the left elbow behind the lower back body for the bind. Option to stay here or step the left foot forward, bringing the weight into the left foot. And with the bind intact, start to lift your right toes off of the mat. Keep your gaze steady. Again, you might stay right where you are or start to straighten the right toes up towards the ceiling. Whatever the depth of your posture, start to make your way out of it, stepping the left foot back, unwinding the arms. You'll straighten the right leg, lift the left arm skyward, take a full breath in triangle. Exhale, plant the left palm, pivot so you can step right foot to meet the left and downward dog. Inhale, left heel rises. Exhale, step forward, pivot the back heel down. Left hand inside the left foot. Peel the right arm up into your extended side angle. Drop the left tricep a little lower so you can bend that elbow underneath the inner thigh. Bend the right elbow behind the lower back. Again, you might stay right here with the bind in your lunge, or you might choose to step the right foot forward, grounding through that leg. Bringing the left toes off the mat, slow and steady, keep the gaze. Maybe you keep the knee bent, maybe you extend the leg as straight as you can for a full breath in. And no matter where you are in the posture, you'll make your way out the exact way you went in, stepping the foot back before unwinding from the bind. Peel open in a triangle for a full breath in. And then exhale, plant both hands, step left foot back to meet the right, downward dog. Keep the hips skyward as you drop one elbow at a time to your forearms, coming into dolphin pose. Now start to walk your toes in towards your elbows. Think of a long spine from your elbows through the shoulders, the hips rising up over the shoulders. And just when you're uncomfortable enough, step the toes in maybe one more inch. Extend the right leg first to the sky, taking deep breaths in, feeling the weight into your shoulders and the elbows. Drop the right foot before switching, left heel skyward, and explore the different sensations here as you reach. Plant both toes, or maybe you're taking little hops into a forearm stand. Just meet yourself these last few fiery breaths, and then step the feet back. Walk your elbows forward and level out into forearm plank. As if that weren't enough, drop to the knife edge of the left foot, peel the right arm skyward, come through center, drop to the knife edge of the right foot, peel the left arm skyward, come through center, forearm side plank to one side, center, forearm plank to the other. Follow your breath pattern here. Take it as slowly or as quickly as you feel in your body today. Just a couple more times through. I know. Finish through center, find that center forearm plank, and this time start to dip the hips from left to right, feeling the obliques start to fire with control. Dip and dip. Take it again as slowly or as quickly as you're feeling it today. Don't shy away from that heat, from the shaking and trembling. Last couple. Then find your center, press up one palm at a time to the top of your push-up, full plank. Yes, you can. Take a full deep breath in, And exhale, send your hips back, downward facing dog. Nice job. Now you are almost there. Take a full deep breath in. And as you exhale, shift the shoulders forward. Squeeze your right knee to your right tricep as close up to the right shoulder as you possibly can. Send all of your breath and energy to where you need it the most, where you might be trembling or shaking. And then shift back. Take a breath in, down dog. Other side, shift forward into your plank. Squeeze the left knee up to the left tricep as close to the shoulder as you can. I know, deep breath in. Exhale, step back, lift your hips, and then breathe in. Reach your right leg all the way to the sky. Breathe out, sweep the shin forward, knee to right wrist, ankle towards the left. Stretch the left leg long behind you. Walk your fingertips up to your right shin, and then lift your arms to the sky. Now this is still a little bit fiery here in this extended pigeon. Lift up out of the pelvic floor, out of your hips. Feel your ribs lengthen up towards the fingertips. Take a full deep inhale breath. And then exhale, walk your hands in front of you, sink low into your pigeon. Allow yourself to gently move from a space of effort, from that heat, into softening. So take deep breaths in and out through the nose. Where can you release tension? Maybe in the back of the neck as you let your head grow heavy. Maybe in the shoulders. You might be propped up on your elbows or start to walk them out even further in front of you to stretch more through the shoulders. Also, you have the option here to take a gentle threading of the needle. Lift up the right hand enough so you can slide the left arm underneath the right armpit. Maybe stay here, or you can reach the right hand behind the lower back like you were reaching for your big right toe. Take any variation that really serves you right here, right now, to soften and to melt. Grow heavy. If you are in thread the needle or the bind, gently bring the right palm back to the mat, release that bind, stepping the hands back towards the right shin. Lift up your torso, lift up the heart. Maybe the option here is to bend the back knee, reaching the left toe skyward, reach your right hand to grasp the foot, taking a gentle stretch through the left quad. Several deep breaths. One more, inhale deep. Exhale, release the bind of the foot, plant both hands, tuck the back toes, and make your way to downward facing dog. Take your time. Eventually the left heel will extend. Sweep the shin forward to stack to the wrists. Reach the right leg long behind you. Remember to walk the fingertips back, extended pigeon first. Bringing back just a little more heat and fire for a few deep breaths as you re-extend arms overhead. Grow up out of the pelvic floor, strong core, long spine. You've got it. One more deep breath in. Exhale, float the hands down. Walk them out in front of you, maybe to your elbows, maybe to full extension to really stretch through the shoulders. Find where you can soften the neck and shoulders, where you can let the head grow heavy. Just taking these first few breaths, coming out of that extension, finding softness here. And just as before, if you took that threading the needle the first side, do so again, reaching the right arm under the left armpit. If you took the bind, gently bend the left elbow behind the lower back body, reaching for the big left toe. Find your shape, find your space where you can be soft, where you can just focus on your breath. If you were in the bind, release from that first to plant into your left palm. Unthread from the needle, walk your hands in towards your shin, lifting up through your torso. Again, here the option is to bend the back knee, reach the left hand to grasp the right foot, breathing into opening that quad and hip flexor. Take one more full deep breath in. Exhale, release, hands to mat. This time, shift over onto your left hip. Coming to the wide edge of your mat in a seat, stretch your legs out as far as they are comfortable to either side. Inhale, lift your arms up and overhead. Grow tall in your seat. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Fold forward. You might be propped on your elbows or stretch the arms all the way out. Again, take the breaths and the time to notice where you can soften. Head, neck, or shoulders, hips, ankles, or toes. Soften even the face and the jaw as you sink in and surrender to this wide-legged stretch. Give yourself one more full round of breath. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Before starting to walk the hands back in towards your seat, lifting up through the torso, take your time to sweep your legs back onto the mat, eventually rolling all the way down into your back body. Maybe you extend the arms overhead or down alongside with the palms face up. Sink right into your final resting shape and pose, Shavasana. Slowly begin to reawaken breath and body. Maybe extending the arms all the way overhead, taking a full deep breath in like it's the first stretch of your day. You'll exhale, draw both knees in towards your chest, wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a big hug and squeeze, maybe a gentle rock side to side, massaging the low back body. And eventually you'll come onto your favorite side. Keep the knees in close to your chest. Use your lower arm as a pillow. And spend a few breaths to recognize and honor your practice, the connection and energy from your practice. When you're ready, press your way up through to a seat. And bring your hands to heart center, or maybe on top of the heart center. Find your final posture, shape, or mantra that seals in your practice with gratitude. Namaste.